Hey, Stav. So I have a question. I was flying a lot this past month, and so back-to-back flights, and being a large-bodied person also, during one of my flights, I missed the snack time because I was so sleepy after takeoff. And, but at the same time, like, when I woke up, I wanted my fucking snack. I wanted my snack. I wanted my little drinky. I wanted my little pretzel.
Yeah.
So I asked the flight attendant for my snack. They ignored me. And then so I asked the other one for the snack. And then I saw them talking to each other.
Oh, no.
And then the first one that ignored me originally came back and handed me 5 handfuls of, like, a big handful of cookies. So
Hysterical.
obviously that's an act to me for being big. So what do I do? Do I contact the flight
No.
airline, or do I just let it go? Should I just let my ego be bruised?
Yes.
Or should I say something? Okay. Love you. Bye.
Listen, we're all in the same community here.
Yes.
Okay? You gotta take it. Tattling never makes anything better.
No.
Never, ever. Like, it's only very specific situations where tattling makes things better. But it's like, you might have like there might be some kind of fat asterisk on your, on your Delta thing now. Like, and yes, were they rude to you? Sure. But also, I've been asleep and been like, I miss my cookies, and asked with too much fucking intensity.
Farting into
Like,
the fucking cockpit.
Are there any more Biscoffs? I've asked with too much, and like, look into your soul deeply. Mm-hmm. Did you ask 2 people too quickly? And did you deserve this? No.
No.
You did not. Let me be very clear. That's incredibly passive-aggressive and very rude. Like, at the very least, they should have given you, like if they want to give you a couple, like, a bag, an extra bag, like, that's one thing. They'd be like, well, you asked twice. Here's 2 cookies, whatever. Still rude, but is it possible you asked, like, did you give, the person ignored you? Like, be honest with yourself in terms of the play-by-play. It sucks that we have to think this way, but it's like, that is the life of a fat airline passenger, is that, like, they're going to disrespect you. It's hell already. Yeah. All we have are our cookies. I understand where you're coming from, but you can't snitch here. You just can't. There's nothing good comes from putting snitch energy in the world.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I remember when I went to Camp Burgess, the after Camp Fatima.
Yeah.
And I remember there was, like, in the mornings, they would do, like, every cabin would say a thing, and they went, fat kid, to me. And, like, that is, like, you get, like, and I swallowed it. I never said it, but it did. It to this day, I remember it.
So wait, what happened? It was like they would,
like, and then you would be like, good morning, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you would do a thing, and then for me, they went, fat kid, and they pointed
the
at
whole
me. The whole
camp?
cabin,
the whole cabin,
the whole cabin,
That's
like 12
insane,
kids.
Dude.
I know. So look,
that's your counselor's fault, by the way, letting that happen.
That same counselor later asked me for my Grateful Dead shirt. He's like, "Can I have your Grateful Dead shirt?" Because I was the same size as, like,
just
an
can
adult
I have
man.
it? That's insane, dude. That is crazy.
It was a cool Grateful Dead shirt. I was like, no.
Yeah. That's an insane thing to ask someone.
Also, it was like the time where I was like, wait, I'm the fat, because I told you, like, that was like one of the points where I was like, oh fuck,
where it dawned on you,
I'm the fat kid.
Yeah.
It was a bummer. But first of all, you have to, on flights, you need to be prepared. I always tell the flight attendant, if you come around with food or drinks, wake me up or something like that. I'll always do that. You're right. Fat person on the flight, hell, it sucks all the time. I don't fit into a bathroom.
Yep.
I got a Delta card just to fly first class, because now that's only way I will travel. The only kind of thing they do for big people is that you can take your CPAP. I'm going to Hawaii, and I'm, like, dreading it.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not flying first class there. I'm going to sit with my mom and sister, and I'm like, I'm not going to fit in the seat. It's going to be uncomfortable. Yeah. But the one good thing they do is they let you take your CPAP.
CPAP is an extra carry-on. Yeah.
Put a lei around my CPAP when we get to Hawaii.
They put the lei on your CPAP. They put an apple in your mouth. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, we mistook you for the pig we're roasting later tonight.
I'm like running away.
Yeah, and look, it's like, here's the other thing, though. When you miss a snack,
Yes.
you did miss the window. You do have to be a little more patient.
Yeah.
They will give it to you eventually, but whenever, and it's not just a snack. It's like when you miss anything, when you miss the drink, when you miss whatever, like, you know, it might take a while for you to get it. Now, again, you don't deserve this treatment.
No.
Giving you 5 is fucking crazy. It's fucking insane. But
I also want to say that, look, I would be in my head about that too, but there's a slight possibility that lady was like, I'm going to be nice and give more, and not even thinking about maybe it was a subconscious thing or something.
And we've all been there where like self-hating fat thoughts are like, they were whispering to me, whispering about me. And look, you might be right. I don't know. We weren't there, but it's like, it doesn't help to look at the most negative in these circumstances.
Yeah.
And it's ostensibly been at least a few days, maybe weeks after this, and you're still thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
And if you write it up, you'll be like, I wonder what Delta's going to do about it. And you're going to be thinking about it even longer. We don't know there was Delta, whatever. Fucking whatever airline you're with. That also matters too. If you're on a discount airline, they're dickheads to everyone, right?
Yes.
So that's another thing.
Man, we should. I know. I hate every actor in the world creating businesses.
Fat Air.
But we should create Fat Air.
Yeah.
Fat Air. Like
their planes flying. They're clipping buildings. Not how the physics work at all, but it's like just because it's fat people, it's flying lower.
We have to go in on Fat Air. I mean, it is. They treat fat people like shit.
Yeah.
And it's not fair, but.
But they treat everyone. Like, the thing about it in first class is that it's what a human being deserves.
Yeah.
It's base dignity. It's not like it's like the craziest, most fucking comfortable seats. It's just a seat where you don't feel uncomfortable every moment. Right? Regular seats, you just feel like fucking shit the whole time.
I was a JetBlue guy forever, and
they had a little extra room and stuff on
there. They had extra leg room, which that's like, I loved it. And then a new CEO took over, of course, and then they were like, we're getting rid of Coke and we're going to Pepsi, which I was like, this is fucked up. That was my blood as a fat guy. My blood was already boiling. And then they're like, we're gonna. They made the decision to slim the seats. It's like. What on earth? Human beings are bigger than they've ever been. Why would you ever fucking slim the seats? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And then, like, dickheads online. They saved money, and they could pack more people in or whatever it is. It is just a money thing. And then dickheads online are like, you should be or pay for 2 seats or whatever. And that's why I do just fly. And I'm lucky that I can fly first class.
By the way, I tried paying for 2 seats before. I've done that before. They don't make it easy. Everyone tells you, fat, buy 2 seats. I would do that, and they nobody knew how to do it.
Yes.
They would call it out like, oh, and then when they figured it out, they laughed. They'd be like, like I had a guy be like, wait, oh, it's for, they're both for you, and they were like, and it's like, hey man, if you're gonna tell us to do it, and I tried to do it, don't make it fucking embarrassing. I literally did that before I could afford first class. I was like, all right, I'm fat as shit. I travel for stand up. I did it a couple times. It was so mortifying that I was like. Or it was just it wasn't even mortifying. You can't do it online. You have to call.
And they're going to probably try to fill that seat in. Like, that's what flights do. They're going to try to get everyone into the plane no matter what.
Exactly. So anyway, whatever. But yeah, it's fucked up. That's a perfect example of how it's just the company trying to make more money, so they make it horrible on everyone.
Yeah.
And then we cannibalize each other where people feel so good, so superior morally to fat people.
Yes.
That it's like they get to just like, oh, I can just make fun of this person, and I'm better than them because I'm not fat. And so instead of being mad at fucking the JetBlue CEO for taking legroom that everyone could have used, but fat people could use it a little more, you're like, well, fuck you, fat ass.
Yeah. It's
but
easy.
Anyway,
I mean,
don't snitch. Move on with your life. And look, and we do this a lot. No one only fat people can listen to this part. Everybody else, go away. Turn the podcast off. If you're not fat, listen. We could all lose a little weight. They are right. I hate to say it, but I've lost a little weight and I do feel a little better. The
thin people.
It's not for their reasons. It's not for their reasons. I'm just saying I know I've been healthier and I feel a little better. So it's like I'm not saying I'm not saying you deserve to be, but just be a little healthier. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad about yourself. And then the other thing,
thin people will always be like on like I'll search Zepbound just to get mad at seeing people being like that will like give you cancer. I'm like so will being fat will give you cancer too, or a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
But
I'll roll the dice, baby. One last thing I'll say too is like, what would you even say if you made a complaint? I asked for cookies and they gave me cookies.
Yeah,
they gave me a little bit more cookies, and by the way, and then in parentheses, I'm fat, so I took that as an insult.
Yeah.
And it is possible, but I'm just saying it doesn't write up. You probably won't get justice. So move on with your life, and that's all.
I'll say this too. If that flight attendant was giving you extra cookies as like a fuck you, you're fat thing, then they have to live with themselves being a shitty person forever. You know what I mean?
Like that's the problem. There's no justice. They
know.
feel good about being shitty. They love it.
But that sucks. You're not that person, and you can be grateful for not being that.
That's
fucking
a good point
piece
to
of
look
shit.
at it. Yeah. Be kind to people, and just snitching is not good in general, I would say.
Yeah.
But good luck out there. We feel for you. That is brutal. Fuck them.
Tell them to wake you up. You just gotta tell them to wake you up. That's
put a big sign on your face like, don't wake me up. Just put the cookies in my mouth while I sleep. Undo my CPAP. Put the cookie in and put my CPAP back on.